What's up, fellow youths? Local guy approaching his mid-20s here. As an almost kinda but not quite zoomer myself, I consider myself to be an expert at their culture, from the TikTok to the Roblox, eating hot chips and lying, as well as things like streaming services. Reason I bring this up is because I've heard the phrase thrown out a lot about how Xbox Game Pass is the Netflix of gaming. And while that statement might not be 100% correct on a technical level, that's okay because I'm not a fucking nerd. Game Pass has been the first successful gaming service to really cater to the Gen Z approach of media consumption, and that's what I wanted to take a look at today. So let's just get into it.
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
I feel as that the older I get, I relate closer and closer with this fucking image, and it's terrifying. I mean, honestly, I don't see the resemblance. I still have all of my hair. All self-deprecating humor aside, I genuinely think that Xbox Game Pass is really the first true Gen Z gaming experience. Now, I know it might not be as popular as, say, things like Fortnite, Warzone, or 2K among actual Zoomers. I think the model of service is the closest thing that we can get to a gaming program that is rooted in the way kids spend their time online. A service that's based around how younger generations enjoy media, but still to be enjoyed by anyone of any age that enjoys gaming. Growing up with Netflix and Spotify compared to Blockbuster and record stores is going to change one's ability to consume media. Now, whether or not that's a bad thing or a good thing, I'll allow the boomers in the comment section to argue about it. So drop me a comment down below telling me what you think. The point being that having a streaming service like Netflix being the main entertainment source for many younger people out there, there's no surprise that Microsoft jumped on their Game Pass service trying to achieve something familiar for people to latch onto. Granted, the ability to jump online and download games has been around for a while, so what makes Game Pass more appealing to someone who doesn't know how to work a VCR? I would just say how similar Game Pass is, in fact, to a streaming service. Everything from the interface to showing you recommended games to play based on your history, which is super similar to what Netflix and Hulu do to their services. Before Game Pass, you could just download and play games without having to leave the house and harass your local female GameStop employee to get your games, but you still had to go in and spend full price for each game, and you owned it. Gen Z doesn't want to buy and own things unless it's a fucking JPEG of an ape. With Game Pass, the whole library is at your fingertips at all times. Just pick what you want, download, and play. Similarly to other streaming services, the games on Game Pass don't last forever, which sometimes gives you the fear of missing out when you see something leaving soon. I mean, I do the same thing on Netflix and Game Pass. I'll see what's leaving and say to myself, oh shit, I gotta get on that before the end of the month. It's stuff like that which keep you incentivized to keep using their service longer. Games come and go on Game Pass, just like movies and TV shows on Netflix, so you're either trying to enjoy the current ones before they leave or getting ready for the new ones to get released on the service. With Xbox Game Pass taking heavy inspiration for their service from streaming platforms, it comes as no surprise that they're doing this to help relate their product to something familiar to Gen Z gamers. Think about it like this: if someone grows up with Netflix their whole childhood and they get an Xbox for Christmas, are they going to want to go to the store and look at video games to buy for their new console? Fuck no. They're just going to want to subscribe to Game Pass because they've had streaming services for years and know exactly how they work. Granted, I know Game Pass isn't the most popular thing for people in Gen Z compared to things like Fortnite, but the service at its core is built on the same fundamentals as some of the main ways to consume media for the younger generation. Aside from TikTok, but we don't really talk about that here, Xbox Game Pass would 100% be considered the Netflix of gaming if it weren't for one small factor: the streaming. One thing truly holding Game Pass back from being a gaming streaming service is the fact you still have to download the games. Honestly, this is fine by me. If you've ever tried to play PlayStation Now games over shitty Wi-Fi back in the day, I'm pretty sure you're fine giving up some of your precious hard drive space to have an enjoyable experience. Technology isn't quite to the point where it's easy for everyone to stream games, just like they would stream movies on HBO Max, which is okay. I'm sure it will get there one day, but thank God Microsoft isn't trying to shoehorn this shit in because they want to have the true Netflix of gaming. Now, Microsoft is working on their cloud gaming service for streaming games over Wi-Fi through Game Pass, but it's not a requirement, and it's just something extra that you're able to do if you have the internet capability, which is really nice. I hope I'm not coming off as old man yells at cloud here, but Gen Z is used to having this everything available instantly at all times approach to media consumption, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's just how the internet is. Honestly, it could be a good thing. Like, the only reason for being bored in 2022 is gonna be for your own damn fault. Game Pass caters to this available instantly at all time mentality with the ability to download and play games at any time if you're a subscriber of their service. Creating a a service similar in nature to something a younger generation already enjoys without it being cringy or pandering is honestly super impressive. So what does all this mean? Well, even if Game Pass isn't the most popular way for Gen Z to play games, it sure is the first successful service to really cater to them. But what do you think? Am I full of shit? Leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think. If you enjoyed, feel free to go ahead and subscribe. I post weekly content here. So yeah, I think it'll be it for me this week. I will see you all later.